Well, UFC 304 was interesting, but before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload. Let's get into this. So, kicking us off, this card was not the greatest. At times, it was quite boring. It wasn't like the most entertaining card ever. We're going to start off with what Dana White said about the bonuses. He said that he will no longer be allowing fighters to be like, let's have bonus, let's have this, let's have that. He's not allowing that, and he said it doesn't always work because of this time. So then someone went, one of the media went, you do know it's 3 AM here. And Dana White went, okay, but it's 7 AM in wherever. Motherfucker, that doesn't mean shit. They ain't fighting over there. We are fighting at fucking 6 AM, you idiot. How stupid are you? Sorry. I had to get that out, man. I feel that was so stupid coming from Dana White. Kicking us off, we've got MANEL KAPE versus MOKAEV. Not too much action in this fight. MOKAEV won by decision. A very comfortable decision as well. Why is the light doing that? Fuck off, light. He won by a comfortable decision. MANEL KAPE, or KAPE, had his toe broken, I think in round 1. And then like in round 1 or round 2, he also got his shorts pulled around. And I think it was Mike Beltran who was the ref, and he gave MOKAEV a stern warning, as he should do. KAPE wasn't out of the fight, but he didn't do enough to win the fight. It was just a disappointing performance there from KAPE. The way that these two started as well, they hyped it up so much. It looked like they actually hated each other, and then they got in the octagon, and officials were trying to stop those two from getting to each other. I was expecting more of an explosive performance from both of them, and it was just a bit boring. Not massively entertaining, but fair enough. Good win there from MOKAEV, which I was wrong about, by the way. I was wrong about that prediction. Then we move on to BRUNA Brazil versus Molly McCann. Molly McCann just couldn't get her game plan going. She couldn't get anything started. She started off too slow. BRUNA Brazil started off very fast, very quick, and very well. But Brazil took advantage of everything. She stopped Molly McCann from doing everything. Every time, like, Brazil was trumping her out the whole fight. On the feet, she had control. On the ground, she had control, no matter what. There was one good moment from Molly McCann, which was in round 3. I think it was like 2 minutes left of the round. Kind of threw a combination moving forwards, and it worked, but she stopped taking advantage from that point and kind of just allowed Brazil to secure a decision as well. Again, another very comfortable decision for a fighter. It was a bit disappointing, that fight. Then we had Nathaniel Wood, finally. Nathaniel Wood versus Daniel Pineda. Now, everything that BRUNA Brazil done to Molly McCann, Nathaniel Wood done to Pineda. He dominated this fight, and it was good. He hurt him, he dropped him, he was doing everything. But the one thing I wish he'd done more was kept it on the feet more. Why did he take it down? Shouldn't have got it taken down. Kept it on the feet and kept controlling the octagon on the feet. He was doing so well on the feet, and then he got it taken down. I wasn't a fan of it going down for him because he was doing so well on the feet. Arnold Allen versus GIGA CHIKADZE. Arnold Allen won, in my opinion, by a 29-28 decision. Who the judges agreed with, and one of them gave it a 30-28, 30-27, which I disagree with. I was right about this one. I was also right about the last one, but this one was a really close fight, and at points I was like, I don't know who to score it to, because on the feet it was very close. I gave round 1 to Arnold Allen. Round 2, I think it was very close, but I think CHIKADZE won that round, and then round 3, Arnold Allen took that round. Moving us on to Gregory Rodrigues versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Rodrigues dominated this fight. Absolutely dominated. The only thing that comes to mind about this fight, Duncan needed to get in range, and he just couldn't, landing the shots on the inside, but it feels like even on the inside, Rodrigues was taking control, and that's exactly what Rodrigues needed to do, and that's exactly what he did. He just controlled that whole fight, and it went in his favor. He was dominating on the feet, on the ground, everywhere. And it was a good performance from Rodrigues. He secured a decision win though, and I'd say a very comfortable decision win. Now we move on to the 3 big fights. PADDY the fucking Paddy PIMBLETT versus King Green. PADDY done amazing. King Green, he was doing well on the feet. He was doing fairly well on the feet for a bit, and then decides to take down PADDY for some reason. And then PADDY does the beautiful thing, sets up the guillotine, jumps the guillotine, because King Green was trying to take him down. He gets the guillotine down. It's not in properly. They had a little bit of a scramble on the ground there, and King Green kind of gets himself locked into, he gets himself locked into a very, very tight triangle, and then PADDY doing very well, transitioning from the triangle to also lock in an armbar. So if King Green wasn't going to tap from the triangle, he would get his arm snapped. But few seconds later, we saw that King Green was sleeping. He was out cold. That was a beautiful performance from Paddy, man. A lot of people were writing Paddy off. A lot of people obviously hate Paddy. But fair play to Paddy, that was a huge win for him. Now we move on to Tom Aspinall. This fight was magnificent. Curtis Blaydes doing fairly well to start off. I feel like Curtis Blaydes had the better start to the fight. But we know Tom Aspinall likes to get it done quick. So Tom Aspinall was just kind of, I feel like, adjusting. He was letting Curtis Blaydes get the upper hand for a little bit so that he can adjust to it and then take control later on in the fight. Then a few seconds later, one, and then the two just catches. Because Tom threw the one, stepped off to the side, threw the two. The two just catches the temple. Curtis Blaydes drops to his ass. Tom Aspinall sat him right down. And then Curtis Blaydes kind of, I don't know, switches to lay down. And then Tom Aspinall just starts laying shots. Now I'm seeing early stoppage on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Do I agree? To a point, yes. I do agree that it was a bit of an early stoppage. I believe that they should have given Curtis Blaydes a little bit more. But also, I think if that fight was to continue, Curtis Blaydes wasn't completely defending himself properly. While he was there, he was laying flat. He didn't really have his guard up there properly. So, was it an early stoppage? We'll say yes. We'll say, yeah, it was an early stoppage. But do I think Curtis Blaydes would have done something to win the fight? No. I truly don't think Curtis Blaydes had anything in his arsenal to continue that fight. I believe if Tom Aspinall wanted to get a submission in that position, so if Tom Aspinall was just laying shots down and the ref just wasn't going to call it, Tom Aspinall could have just gotten a choke and that was it. I think it was going to go in Tom Aspinall's favour when it went down. Which leads us to give us the John Jones fight. Now Aspinall has set down his proposition. Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. John Jones versus Stipe at UFC 309. I want that. That sets it up perfectly. Whoever wins both of those fights get the fight. Whoever loses, those two should fight. Unless if Stipe's going to finally retire. And who knows, maybe John Jones might retire. But now we have to move on to the most disappointing fight of the night. One of the worst, if not the worst fight of the night. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Belal Muhammad. What he done? Fair play. He did exactly what he needed to do, and he made it a bit of a boring fight, and he had to do that to win. Because on the feet, he did very well. But I feel like if Leon Edwards finally started to get his range, get comfortable, I feel like Leon Edwards was going to pick up the pace and work him. Belal Muhammad stopped Leon Edwards from even starting. He made sure that he couldn't start. And he done that by landing little tap shots, not really heavy shots, just little shots to kind of make him think, and then slams Leon Edwards down multiple times, one on the head, and he just took advantage on the ground. And there was one time, I think in round 3, Leon Edwards' best round. I gave it 1, 2, 4, 5 to Belal and 3 to Leon Edwards. Round 3, it was close. Leon Edwards could have secured a submission win if he had done what he'd done late at the fight, a little bit earlier, but he had to obviously get positions and all that. It's not easy, but it sucks to see Leon Edwards lose like that. But it's good to hear that Leon Edwards is coming back at the end of the year. He wants to fight again this year. That's good. You take the loss, you accept the loss, you move on, you fight. Some fighters can do that. Some fighters need like 2 to 7 years of no fighting and then coming back. I like that from Leon Edwards. Don't take time off, just get back to training and come back. Fair play to Belal Muhammad. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh bro, he's shit, he's terrible and all this. He did exactly what he needed to do and he done it very well. So respect to him. And hopefully we get the rematch at some point. Run it back, but Belal said he's not allowing Leon Edwards to get a title fight for another 3 years. And then start rambling on about going up and fighting Rodrigues. Make your choice. Don't give Leon Edwards a title shot or go up in weight. I hate these fighters doing this. It's so stupid. As soon as they get a belt, they instantly go, I can go and beat the next champ. If Izzy wins that fight against Rodrigues, Belal Muhammad doesn't beat Izzy, in my opinion. That's my thoughts and my opinions. That was also my thoughts on this weekend. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy the fights? The whole card was a bit of a snoozer, but once again, it was at 6 a.m. It's fucking stupid. That's my thoughts and my opinions. What do you guys think? And did you enjoy the fights? And I'll catch you in a bit. Take care and peace.